3, 2, 1. We are live.
Anthony,
Darren,
are we live, pal?
we are live. This is.
Hello, Internet. It's your boy, Young Keebler, sitting here in Las Vegas in my lovely, comfortable bedroom. And it's almost like you're sitting across from me.
It is. It is almost like that. It does feel like that.
It's almost like you're sitting across from me like the old days.
There you go.
Fucking Anthony is in the building. Anthony's behind the switches, making everything fucking happen for us. Anthony, what it do?
Not much. I made my picture way too big on the screen. That's what I did for sure.
What did you do?
I made myself way too big on the screen. I gotta narrow it. Let's make it a little smaller. Make me a little.
You gotta get smaller.
Yeah, smaller.
Honey, I shrank the Anthony.
Exactly. But not much.
You know what's funny? I've been doing some slight research on lighting and recording and production in general, because I was like, man, I was like, man, I want to be in charge of like way more of my own shit. Like, I want to be able to create this video that I want to put out.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's like the podcast works because you figured out how to make a fucking podcast work.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't, then I still would have 0 episodes instead of 199 episodes of a podcast.
This is true.
So I was like, I should put myself in a better position with this video gimmick. Like, I should put myself in a position where I could, if I needed to, do it myself. And I should also try to see if I can get someone to do it because I want it to be done to the best the best level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but in the event that nobody can do it, I don't want to be like, well, I had this idea. And now it's just an idea.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like, no, fuck all that. Fuck all that. So yeah, I was like studying up on like why people choose certain kinds of lighting and like what basic lighting is. And then it reminded me of like times that we're doing the podcast and I'm trying to get light to work.
Yeah.
You know? And eventually I learned some things like about like, so like when you don't have lights, like right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting with my face facing my fucking window.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm using the window as like the main source for lighting me.
Mm-hmm. Your primary source.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm
See,
I'm
you've already
educated.
done this
Yeah,
research.
I'm educated. A little bit.
I am not educated. So like it's only recent that I've started to put my mind toward these kinds of thoughts and these kinds of things. So that's what I'm working on right now. That, of course, running up them scales, daddy. Learning this motherfucking guitar like a scientist.
He's trying to discover.
And yeah, dude, I wanna increase my abilities. Like I have these free hours. And while I have them, I don't want them to be idle. You know?
Right.
I don't want to just be like being a fucking layabout jiu-jitsu bum. It's like I play video games when I'm not on the mat. And it's like, oh yeah, like every other jiu-jitsu guy. And like I don't do that. That's not my gimmick. Right. I do play the occasional game. But like I like to just sit around and watch Netflix and pro wrestling all day.
Yeah.
You know? Watch YouTube videos all day, like random YouTube videos, ones that like don't mean anything or don't make me any better. I could easily do that. But I try to avoid doing that as much as possible right now. Like I'm just trying to stay focused, and seize opportunities. And I was just offered another opportunity to teach in another space. And so far it doesn't seem like it will conflict with what I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So as long as I like everybody involved, that could be a very, very strong yes. You know, like I just want to do my job, and like my job is to teach. Like today on Instagram, some motherfucker was like you were born to teach or some shit like that, and I was like, oh shit.
I guess I was. Maybe. It's a strong possibility.
You know.
I will say.
But
I will say that was I like the way you taught that double ankle grab sweep. It was basically exactly how I taught it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you pretty much I used you and some other guy as the model because I'm like, this always works. I've never not had a problem with it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's the best sweep. Like like in terms of like for that position and the execution of it, like that's the best version of the sweep that I believe in. Like I like that version of it. And then there's the lesson that I teach. And you back.
I am
and
back.
You back.
This is so it's me. This is sad. So
you got a poor connection.
I have a poor connection. I have YouTube not even letting me stream anymore. Let's see. I need to upgrade my bandwidth because this is happening.
I got to upgrade.
Yeah, this is happening way too frequently. It could be because I have like.
I understand.
Yeah. See, are we still streaming? Yes, we are.
Maybe somebody's trying to fucking hone in on your Wi-Fi. Maybe somebody's fucking milking you.
No, it's probably myself. It's my work laptop.
You're being sucked dry, Anthony, by an outside force.
My life.
What's going on?
I said no. I don't know. I just thought that my laptop. What was I going to say? Well, I guess what were you saying? You were saying
we were talking about that sweep.
Yeah, the sweep. Yeah, I like that and the armbar variation that goes with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That armbar variation, and like hopefully the idea is when people are executing these things that they won't need the armbar, right? Because you should have hid your chest. Like you won't need the triangle. You should have hid your motherfucking chest, right? But like things happen and we fuck up, and when we fuck up, we still, if we're able to recognize, right?
Yeah.
And that's why sensitivity is so important in jiu-jitsu. Like instead of just being like I do this cause, it's like if I know why I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm reacting to things in a sensitive manner, not like sensitive, but like sensitive, like what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be sensitive out here in the right sense, not in some weirdo left-wing sense where they don't laugh at anything. And like, did you hear about, they talked about this on Rogan. So like, I don't know if it's a shoot or not, but let's pretend it is a shoot because it's funny to talk about.
Okay.
So allegedly, when Rotten Tomatoes put out their review of Dave Chappelle's latest Sticks and Stones, they fucking put it at 0%.
Let's find out.
Right?
I want to know.
And they had 5 people that reviewed it, and then they closed it, right? When they opened it up to the public, it shifted to a complete other direction. But like, they initially said it had 0% approval. Like, do not watch this. It's trash. And it's far from trash. It's fucking hysterical. Like, I belly laughed multiple times watching that. And I'm not a bigot, you know? So it's like, maybe motherfuckers are far too sensitive out here. Everybody could just relax and just enjoy. Fucking laugh at comedians instead of being like, I don't like what he said. It's like, well, maybe he's fucking kidding, you know? And like, when there's some truth to what someone's saying, that makes it funnier. Like, it's fun to acknowledge those things instead of being like, oh no, like that's offensive. It's fucking comedy. Like, it's not like he's a lawmaker and like he's made some law that's gonna make it harder for people to be like trans. That's not what happened there. Like, he made a series of jokes about what it would be like if everybody tried to get in a car. It's funny. Like, fucking calm down. And I've been in that car, and it's a lot like what he described.
So it was 0% at one point for a couple of days, where then they limited it to like only 5 people. Then they opened it up to
That's so fucking crazy.
They opened it up to 10 people, and now it's 30 for like their personal reviews, or for their critics that they pick. It got a 30%. Now it's at 30. It's turning at 30%. So
that's so ridiculous. But like, that just tells you who's doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't want sensitive fucking pussies reviewing comedy. You're not in charge of funny. Like if things make you cry and like you're offended by shit, you're not allowed to be in charge of the funny. Like I feel like there's good spots for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe you should be in charge of who gets healthcare and how much it costs.
Yeah.
Like, let's put you in charge of that. Like, let's make sure that if you're gonna cry about everything that fucking happens, that like your tears matter. Because like, if you're wasting your tears on where the funny is and where it might not be,
Yeah.
you're fucking up everybody's day. Like, you're fucking up everybody's day, including yours. Like,
Yeah.
your day's not any better.
It definitely won't be later on. You get once they,
Offended.
when they
Like,
fi-
you could get offended in my class.
Yeah, you could.
Easily. Like, when I was teaching the double ankle grab sweep that we were just remembering so fondly,
Oh yeah.
I noticed that I used 2 black people in a row,
Yeah.
right? As the dummies, and I was like, oh, apparently I'm only using black people today. Like, I don't I don't want to touch any white devils. And like, somebody could have gotten offended. The black people could have gotten offended. The white people could have gotten offended. Anybody that wanted to get mad could have gotten mad. But I have a 0 tolerance policy for being offended.
Yeah, but
I can't, and I won't. You get offended, I'm gonna be like, okay, you're offended.
Yeah.
Like, do you believe it was my intention to offend you and only you? Because if I'm coming after you, then you can see that as an act of aggression, right? But if I'm just talking and you think the shoe fits to somebody you used to know and that fucking bothers you, I don't think I can take responsibility for that. And I think maybe you should worry about your fucking self and worry about the moment instead of fucking creeping out, fucking being weird about shit. Let me live my life. Let me have fun.
Yeah.
I only get to have fun when I'm teaching, for fuck's sake. You know? Like, let me have fun. Let's see. What else is going on in the streets? Oh, young Jessica I is gone.
Oh yeah, where'd she
Miss
go?
I is in Cleveland right now. She's going to do an appearance. And then she'll return to us after the weekend. So she's making an appearance watching the UFC. So follow Jessica I on Instagram if you don't already do that. Make sure that you follow this lady. And she's gonna be on a wonderful journey right now. Like we're a healthy group. Like, all of us are feeling good and strong. And it's time to gear up for 2 different training camps. One for Casey, who's gonna be returning to MMA this fall.
Woo!
That's right. Young Casey Smith is gonna give somebody these fucking paws.
These paws.
And then
lay them on them.
young Jessica will be fighting the following month.
Oh.
So we'll be bringing in the winter time. So it's all going down. So like,
Any announcements?
it's an exciting time to be us.
Any announcements yet?
Nope.
Good. Loose like.
I've already said plenty.
Too much.
But yeah, just know that that's happening, and like, get to the following, for fuck's sake. Like, don't be late to the party. A lot of y'all were late to the first party. The first party was when we fought Bullet, and a lot of you motherfuckers were late. And it's cool. I understand.
Yes.
I understand. Well, we're about to do that whole thing again. Like she won 3 fights in a row when people didn't think that was gonna happen, and then she fought for the title. We're about to do that again. We're about to win 2, 3, 4 fights in a row.
Yeah.
And we're gonna snatch that fucking belt from whoever the fuck is holding it when we get there. That's the mission that we're on. Here's one more mission. And I know that you've had a long day. I know you're tired.
Okay. What's up?
So we can make this a short episode because this is some funny shit to me.
Sure.
Have you seen the meme where it's a dude with his legs wrapped around a girl? She's supposed to be fucking him. And it says, like, this is either how dudes that drink White Claw, this is how light-skinned niggas fuck, or like, this is... Have you seen this?
Dude wraps his legs around a woman?
Yes. It's rampant on the internet. This is how niggas that drink White Claw have sex, and like, this is how light-skinned niggas blah blah blah. Like, it's one of those jokes. It's like making fun of beta males, right? But here's what these motherfuckers don't really know. And this is how I know that, like, when you out here posting these memes, like, yeah, they're funny, but they just make me want to call you out. Like, what are you doing on a Friday night that's interesting? You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time I saw Amazon, and that's the name of the position. That's what it's called.
We have a whole
and I
episode.
know that because I'm a fucking weirdo who knows stuff.
Yeah, we have an episode named about that.
I'm sorry?
We have an episode named about that. About us talking.
This is what I'm saying.
Because we talked about this a lot.
We need to re-educate the people. Because apparently everybody wasn't listening. Like, look, that position is extraordinarily difficult to execute. And in my life, I was made familiar with this position by a person named Nacho Vidal. And Nacho Vidal was a protege of Rocco Siffredi, who's my all-time favorite porn star. And Nacho is out here slanging his fucking hammer. Like, he's a scary dude. He's like maybe one of the most aggressive people in the history of the business. Like, he's a fucking terror. And yes, this White Claw meme. This is the one. This is the one that we're referring to, Anthony.
Bathwater flavor. Bathwater.
So ridiculous. So, like, it implies that, like, only a fucking pussy-ass beta male would lay on their back and let their chick give it to them. It's like, look, man, once you've done a whole bunch of weird stuff, you just start to get weirder. Like, and if you can do Amazon, and I don't even recommend people try it, and here's why. It's like, you could literally injure yourself severely trying to do it. That's all I'm going to say. Like, you need to fit very, very well with the person that you are with. This is not for rookies. This is not for, like, oh, we're barely decent at having sex. Like, you need to be black belchies to even attempt this, because you could easily end up in the ER very upset at me. Like, being like, oh, well, Darren said I should try this. That's not what I said.
You should also.
What I said is that is not really a beta male position, like, at all. Like, but it does look like it. And that, I think that's intriguing and cool. It's, like, fun to play with roles. And, like, if you don't understand that, if you can't wrap your head around how that might be interesting or fun for somebody who's always fucking dominating people to just kind of lay there and pretend to take it, like, that's kind of interesting. Like, if you can't see things that way, then your mind is too narrow to have the kind of fun that you should be having. Open.
Yes, everybody.
Open your mind.
Start with training wheels first. Grab a bed sheet. It'll help. I'm so serious. Bed sheet or a pillowcase. If you know what I'm talking about, you know how to use it.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Anthony out here trying to give the details.
Yeah. It's like it's pillowcase or a bed sheet. That's all you need.
I just don't suggest these white belt meme posting motherfuckers go out here trying to do it. Just know that there are kicks that you don't know about. People are getting kicks from things that you've never seen.
Dude, they don't know anything about it.
And look up Nacho Vidal. I think the scene is with Karen Barnes.
They're not going to.
It's like the best execution.
They're not going to. They're not going to. Because all they used to, what they like is this. They like the girl to come in wearing their basketball shorts and T-shirts or naked. They don't like lingerie. They don't believe in that. That's too much of a frill for them. Then once they're done, after he gets off the top of her, he turns on the TV and then there it is, ESPN. And he's ready to learn all about football.
These motherfuckers out here watching Sports Center. Nutting in 3 minutes and then put memes out here like they're doing some serious work.
Yeah, high five each other too when they get done. Because she's dumb too for staying with
no.
him. There you go.
I'm out here having to change all the sheets.
Exactly. Exactly.
Enough. Is there any weird news?
Oh, there's plenty. But we only have one.
That was awesome. Yeah. Oh, there's plenty. It's plenty weird out in the streets.
So, a 73-year-old woman becomes the oldest ever to give birth after reportedly having twins.
Twins. Where did this take place? Can I guess first?
Sure.
India?
Of course.
Yes! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah, dude. I've heard some things.
Yeah.
I've heard some things.
They got the
things like that happen over there.
It's because they got too many people.
So,
it's bound
twins,
bound to happen.
Born of a 73-year-old. Wow. And I mean, like, are people still trying to get knocked up when they're 73, or is this something they realized happened and they just decided to roll with it?
Let's see.
Because, like, the chances of you dying on the table have to be pretty high at that age.
Yeah, actually. Everything went fine.
And you're not going to be able to truly raise, like, not that you're definitely not, but the chances of you being alive to see these people reach adulthood are very slim.
Right, no, definitely.
So it's like, It's like, why would you do this? Unless there was some religious reason
Right.
or I don't know.
No.
But that's some wild shit. I'm glad that she held up. I'm glad she didn't die.
Yeah, she had a stroke the next
And
day.
she pushed out 2 babies. What?
Yeah, she had a stroke the next day.
Did she die?
No, she's still good.
No, she good. She good.
No,
Just
she
a little
good.
strokey stroke.
Yeah, just a stroke. She's fine.
Nah, she good.
No.
Her face a little twisty now. She good though.
She's good. She's fine. Everything's fine. The babies are healthy. Everything else is good.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And who's the dad? How old is the dad?
Let's see if they talk about it. Because I don't think they do.
Or do they even? They don't mention it.
I don't think they do.
Oh, well, that's another story in
Oh, no.
itself, possibly.
Wait, hold on. No.
No mention of the suitor.
Actually,
no mention of the donor.
I've been slacking really hard because she wanted to have a kid. God has answered our prayers. They were trying to have a kid.
Wow. So maybe there is a God, because if you're 73 and you've like made 2 people and produced them into the world, and apparently there were some fucking stroke-like consequences to doing this, so it did affect your body, but like, and you're grateful in the outcome, then
I don't give a. This story is whack. I should have read this whole thing through. So she got
what?
She had to go get the
In vitro fertilization?
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't into this.
In vitro?
No, I don't know about that.
But still, even still.
She had to get some eggs.
Even
She got
still.
some eggs. She had to go out like the Easter Bunny.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah. Man,
But
I thought you had some hypergenetics. I'm trying to find your kids in like 20 years and make them meet with my kids. Hopefully they're successful.
You're about to buy plane tickets in the future.
I was gonna be looking for them. Get them to America as soon as possible.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh, that's sad.
That's funny. Well, I'm sorry that she disappointed you, but it's still pretty fucking incredible. It's still pretty incredible. But I wouldn't do that. That's a choice I would not make. I would not be praying for children when I was an elderly person. But to each their own. We all have our own dreams, right? Like, I want to be the best fucking teacher in the world.
I agree.
She wants to be a super old mom.
We
all have our dreams.
We all have our dreams. My dream is that somebody calls Henry Cejudo, a wannabe woman beater. That's what somebody needs to say that. They just need to call it out. It needs to happen so it stops. This nonsense about being the intergendered fighter needs to stop. Somebody needs to just say that right now. Hey, why are we okay with this guy? We don't like this guy. Why do we like this joke? I just want to call this out like we see it. It's a funny joke until somebody actually does it, and then everybody's not so happy about it. It's
Well, all right, so here's the thing, like,
as
long as he doesn't like walk up to her and like slap her, like, I'm serious, like, we're fighting, like, then it stays funny.
Right.
It ceases to be funny when actual violence takes place.
I want that to happen.
So I understand what you're saying. I can understand being frustrated with this joke, especially since it's not like Henry Cejudo's super excellent at delivering jokes. So it's like the first time he said it, that was pretty much it. Like, he shot his load. Like,
yeah.
Like, he didn't have anything to offer the joke. And he's not particularly good at it. Like, he's not particularly funny. There's a reason why people say that he's cringy, right? That's the word that keeps getting pushed toward him. That he's cringy.
Oh yeah. He set himself up for that too.
So if you're already cringy and now you're talking about slapping women, eventually, and that's not what he's talking about. I'm kidding. But you're talking about being the intergender champion.
How do you do that?
I get it. It's a throwback to the Andy Kaufman joke.
How do you do that?
It's a throwback to that. But yeah, at the end of the day, you are talking about beating up chicks, which is funny because it's a joke. And I'm surprised that it's gone as long as it has in this cancel culture kind of an environment. But I'm slightly grateful. Wait, I don't want to get super close to the screen. Is that him and Zhang?
Yep. Everywhere. So,
yeah?
Yeah, everywhere. It's like you won't leave. Like, stop it.
That's funny.
Tell your boy to take that belt from him.
I understand.
Tell your boy to take that belt from him.
If I see him, I'll tell him that Anthony's mad at him.
Yeah, please take his belt.
Like, look, Anthony needs you to stop doing this.
Yeah. So who is Anthony? I don't know, but don't worry about it. He's just this guy. He came to me in my dream. He said this to me. He said,
"Oh, you don't want him to know it was you?"
I don't care. I don't care if he knows it's me. I just don't think I don't think it's like, it's just not a point of reference. It's like, hey, my friend said this to you. It's like, oh, very cool, sir. See you later. Make it sound more interesting. Like, oh man, this guy from my dream. He told me that you need to take away his belt. He's and that makes you sound crazy too. So that doesn't work either.
I don't mind if he thinks I'm crazy.
I don't know about that. Let's not do that.
I don't give a shit what he thinks about me. It's fine.
He might learn new
He
jiu-jitsu
seems
coach.
nice. I seem nice. It's cool. If he decides I'm crazy, then I'm crazy. Who cares?
Yeah, but he might need a new
But yeah,
jiu-jitsu coach. Who knows? You gotta keep your options open. You're a free
that's
agent.
a good
You're
point.
a free agent out there. Well, not really a free agent, but you're like a kind of like a, what's it called? You're like the hot new chick that walked into town, and everybody's like, "Who is this guy?"
I see myself more like a mercenary. But yeah, I like being seen as a hot new chick too. That's fine.
Yeah.
And if I keep my shorts this high, I might start getting treated like one.
What was that?
I might start getting treated like one.
Was that
Now, Anthony,
was that your leg or was that the other thing? Was that just saw coming out the
that was
side?
my leg.
Oh, okay.
You watch your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, these are the shorts though that have a hole in it. Did I show you the hole?
No, you didn't show me that. I think you did. Maybe it's like right between your crotch, isn't it? All right,
No, it's on my thigh.
that's the hole I have.
That's where I was nearly destroyed by a pit bull.
Oh, damn. They still fit from way back when you were a kid. That's crazy.
No, dude. These are UFC shorts.
Oh, okay.
I went to go visit Henry,
Oh.
and his pit bull tried to take a little chomp out of me, and I jerked my hips back just at the right moment, and it caught my pants. It caught my shorts. I just tore them instead of getting me and tearing me.
You know what?
And we're all fortunate for that.
You know what's funny about that in that statement? I don't know why, but in my mind, I thought he was since he has that whole voice, the whole I'm the Neo Matrix, and he has the haircut. I think he would be. I was kind of like, all right, man. Like if you have a pit bull kind of dog, you kind of should be like Caesar. If you act like that, you kind of should be like Caesar from. Like, you can't just be you can't be some asshole who has a dog that's just super aggressive. Like if you're gonna be that guy,
funny.
you have to be Caesar. Like if you're gonna be like, oh, is this another headlock? It's like no, calm down, Pitbull. Everything in life has to be like that. Everything you touch has to work like that. If you don't have that voice in one aspect, it has to be everywhere. Otherwise, I can't.
Everything
talk
has to be consistent.
Yeah, I
huh?
can't
You're
talk to you. I'm
upset. You're
sorry.
like, this doesn't go with your brand, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not rocking it. You gotta get a smaller dog or something.
I'll make sure that you're upset. I'll make sure that Henry knows and Henry knows. You got a problem with Henry's this week.
Oh,
We're gonna address this.
awesome! I'm so happy about that. I want.
Oh shit, Anthony.
Yeah, we can still keep it up. I'm not. It's not that bad.
199 episodes.
No, we don't have to cut it short. We can talk about MMA news. I'm always game for that.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
What is the MMA news?
that. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Apparently, I thought Usman would be fighting George Masvidal possibly, but I guess not. So.
I've seen some.
No, why must this happen again?
In what order do people get what shot, right? And I mean, Nate Diaz versus Masvidal seems to be the fight that has to happen.
Hold on, because nobody heard anything. I disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But you are back now?
Yeah, I'm back. I think everything should still be live. You know what? Actually, let's just end it here because I don't want to. If this happens, it's gonna be really difficult. So yeah, let's
You're
just
like,
call it.
I might have to kill everyone if this happens again.
Yeah,
I don't want you to put your neighborhood in danger.
it's okay.
So, we appreciate you for battling through the technical difficulties, Anthony. We, meaning I and the Love and Chokes audience.
Thanks.
A small but mighty crew, which is growing secretly.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, I appreciate you, and we'll reach out and decide what time we'll bring the next episode to the people. For now,
you mean the
I bid you
200?
adieu.
You mean the 200? The most
The
important.
200.
The most important episode ever. The one where it won't. So there will be some rules. It cannot be streamed on Pornhub just because we are not Pornhub employees. That's just a thing that is which I guess makes sense. Good on them. They shouldn't let that happen. No reason.
Yet.
Yeah, we're not Pornhub employees yet. I want that 4-day work week, Pornhub. If you guys are starting to do that, I'll take that on your corporate side. If you guys have that corporate side,
You're like, holla at us.
4-day work week, I'm okay with that. The socks, I'm interested. Socks you guys got, I'm interested. I wouldn't pay for them, but I'm interested.
You're like, the socks? I fuck with the socks. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a meeting.
Yes, socks are cool.
Yeah, so there's gonna be rules.
Yeah. So the only rule is that it can't be live. That's the only thing it can't be. So it won't be truly the whole like, oh, we're live on Pornhub sort of gimmick because we just don't have that. We just don't have that ability. I looked into it. I was like, how do you go live on Pornhub? You can't do that apparently. That's not a thing. And so
It's too bad.
yeah, so what we have to do is just record the video after and then post it afterwards.
Hmm.
So we will have a
Fantastic.
Love and Chokes channel on Pornhub, or do you want it to be a Darren?
That's so sick.
Or do you want it to be a Darren Branch account on Pornhub?
That's so sick.
What do you want it to be? I guess we'll leave.
No, I want it to be Love and Chokes.
Yeah,
dude.
keep your name separate. You said you make your money over there. You don't want to muddy the waters. Like people are like, where's the next video of Darren Branch? And next thing you see is like, oh hey, we're talking about UFC. It's like no, dislike.
That's not what I was here for.
Dislike. I want to be as
like, that's not what I was here for.
Yeah. I want to be as famous.
That's what it's gonna be.
I want to be as famous as the guy who just does all the personal life stuff to you that has millions of views on Pornhub. Where he's like, I'm here to tuck you in at night, and that's what he does. All right, hey, look at me and my coworker having some casual chit chat, and it's just them talking back and forth. Me being very respectful to my wife, and it's just, or like me wiping your tears away after the bad day at work. It's just so stupid. It's like I'm here to beat off, not look at this, but this is still funny. And you have billions.
Amen.
Yeah, and he has millions of views just for doing that. Just for 30-second clip.
However you get your views.
Yeah. No nudity. He's fully clothed. Nothing. No, there's no nudity on
Brilliant.
him. It's so hilarious. He's like every once in a while just pop in his related videos. It's like, oh hey. It's like this guy again. All right, I'll watch it. I'm not really beaten off, but okay.
All right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
Yeah, what's he doing now? I'm like, well, it's not really sexy. I put this away, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, so
I'll peep him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, so that's what will
right.
happen. I think that's the only two things. Other than that, yeah, we'll go from there. There you go.
Yeah, and then we got to gear up for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Abu Dhabi.
Whew.
Oh yeah, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, dude, that's going down.
I forgot about that.
We already have tickets and shit.
Oh wait, not Abu Dhabi.
It's a wild life.
Wait, you going to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, ADCC is Abu Dhabi.
Oh, you just call
That's what it's called. We're going to Anaheim.
Oh, got you. Just call it Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I know that it's confusing because they're in Abu Dhabi right now,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of but like, it's Abu Dhabi Combat Club is what ADC stands for.
Oh, who would have guessed it? Ah, man, you learn something new every damn day. That's wild.
See, like once enough time goes by, it used to happen in Abu Dhabi, but like now it travels the world, and so like it's just ADCC, right?
Oh man.
But like it really does mean something. Look at that. I drop knowledge and then I disappear. Goodbye, internet. XOXO. Peace, Anthony.
Peace.